You got these guys that's got.
Oh, we're live. Hey, everybody.
Thanks.
No problem, man. Welcome back to
I'm
Dangerous
glad
Freedom.
I.
We were so
Thanks
yeah,
for the warning. I'm glad I sent that down.
yeah. Go ahead and finish your thought there.
Yeah. It's all good.
Sorry,
It's
I'm
new
being
somewhere,
weird.
right?
I got a new beard comb. It was like $5.
Right.
There you go. What's up,
You know,
Joe?
for when you get those flakes in there.
Let me go through the chat here. Scroll back up. Margot, of course, first always. What's up, Jeremy, Jesters, Carmen? Good to see you. What's up, Hondo? Hey you. Hey you. Lost product. Good to see you, brother. Biaxo. Oh wait. Right there.
Who's that?
Right.
Weird looking guy.
Hey, Gardner, Hondo, Margot.
I'm your Huckleberry. What's up?
Michigan Outpost.
Annalisa, good to see you.
Born a racer.
Elvis isn't coming back.
Hello, hello, hello.
No, I didn't think so. See, Hondo.
Huckleberry.
Plumber, what's up, brother? Good to see you the other night. Gary Holland, what's up?
Lost product.
I'll let you guys.
Prepping outside the box. What's up, Josh? We were just talking about you. Were your ears ringing? And we got Gardner Josh in here. What's up, brother?
Prepping outside the box ain't don't know nothing, especially to how to grill. He probably gonna burn whatever it is he's grilling.
What's up, Born a Racer?
Yep. Then they just say it's Cajun.
Michigan Outpost. Good to see you. Okay, we're all caught up with names, I think. Good to see y'all. Welcome back. We are on number 43 now. What's up, Bigfoot? Good to see you.
Hey, Bigfoot.
We were supposed to have Ghost Prepper on here, but I guess he's either asleep or didn't check his email, or maybe his internet is out. He does kind of live in one of them wonky areas.
He's MIA.
Yeah, he's MIA. I figure we'll go on for a bit.
He's probably hiding. He is Ghost after all.
Yeah, that's true. He is the ghost.
He hasn't morphed yet.
What's up, Miss Mary? Good to see you.
Gary Holland, what's up? Miss Mary, how's it going? Scott Douglas Shields, what's up?
So, I mean, there are topics that we could talk about, but, we can also, if you got a certain topic you'd like to discuss in the chat or like us to discuss in the panel, you're more than welcome to type it in, and that's not an issue. I don't know, man. I've been watching some of the George Floyd case, and I kind of wish I hadn't, but I'm not watching it like directly through just sitting there just watching the court TV. I'm watching a friend of mine playing the court TV and then doing his own editing or editorial over it. And man, they put up like a freaking 11-year-old girl out there, man. 11-year-old girl. She's all, I've never seen a dead person before. Trying to pull on fucking heartstrings. I hate that shit. What's up, Detroit? Yeah.
What's up, Detroit? Born a Racer, it went very well. I made a little video on it today and just kind of did a review on the backpack that I carried with me. Just bought a nice little backpack. I did a review on it on my channel, and it's a nice little backpack for $30. For kind of a day pack, like a 1-day deal. I don't know, if you really started weighting it down and trying to carry it on a several day hike. I don't know if it would last or not, because I just didn't put it through that kind of a test. Mm-hmm. It was more of a putting it through a test of a day pack, you're gonna go on it's funny because the little map thing, my wife went and got one out of the visitor center there, and it said 2.7 miles. So we took off, and when we got way around there to the other side of the lake, and I was looking at all the mountain we were going to have to go back up and climb the next mountain and do all that. And I was looking and I was thinking to myself, man, this just seems further than 2.7 miles, And I wasn't tired or anything like that, man. I was having a great time. It just, seemed further. Well, when we got back to the trailhead and I got to looking at it, and it was actually 3.5 miles. And I found out what it was when they had printed up all them maps, it was 2.7 miles, but they had added this big section that went up and around that we went around, and they used part of
Huckleberry.
It used to be a secondary trail. It was just a little quick trail around and come back down. Well, they just added that to the main trail. So from the, off the trailhead there and went around. So it ended up being 3.5 miles. But yeah, man, it was great. We hiked it, and it was a beautiful day out there. We seen a hawk in the nest, and she was up there calling out because we were getting, because the trail kind of came close to the tree. And because we were at a pretty high elevation, she was still higher up than we were. But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Very nice day today.
Good to see you, be charming. Glad you could make it.
Be charming.
And Jeremy, I heard about that headline that they moved the NBA All-Star game to a different city or a different I don't remember. It might have even been a different state, but they were upset with Atlanta, Georgia, because their election thing, something like that going on. I don't freaking understand any of that. So I don't have any info on that. Sorry, you have to do your own research. Oh, Major League Baseball. Oh, well, I don't follow them either.
Freaking Schumer's trying to get
What's up, Eric Johnson?
Schumer's trying to get it in New York, so only the elites can go because you got to have your Excelsior pass.
Well, the sports ought to stay with sports and leave the dadgum politics to the politics. You know what I mean? And I guess they can do what they want to do, but I can also choose not to watch them, because when I watch sports, I want to watch sports. I want to get away from politics. That's why I watch sports. And they've just made it into just a political theater, man. And it's just not. It's
what's up, Ron?
It's just something.
This is probably the last year I'll ever watch football. And that was kind of the only sport that I really watched. But I don't watch all football. I just watched my team and then I turned it off. But I probably wouldn't even do that anymore.
No, I'll tell you what. I used to be an avid follower of the Cardinals. I mean, I had all kinds of memorabilia and and stuff like that around the house. But yeah, after they started freaking bowing down to getting into politics, like Patriot was saying, I was like, you know what, screw these guys, man.
Yeah,
you gotta pick your side. What's up, Cherokee?
What's up, Cherokee Survival, Ron Stryker, everybody? Yeah, I don't care nothing, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't even watch NASCAR anymore. I used to love NASCAR, and they started that same crap, and I was just like, man, y'all, I just don't even watch it no more, and it's really funny because
Harvey.
It's really funny because what it did, was I think it showed a lot of people, man, you can live without sports, and a lot of the sports football and NBA and all them, a lot of them lost a lot of money over it, and all they would have had to do was just put out a statement and said, all they had to do was put out a statement and said, look, we're here to play football, we're here to play basketball, we're here to provide entertainment for that. We're going to completely stay away from the politics.
Well,
And
media
if you want
can't
to
have that.
if you want to watch politics, go watch the news.
Yeah,
We
well,
got
the
Lone
media
Star
can't have
Prep
that
in the
because they got
house.
all their corporate sponsors that they got to abide by.
You know what, Lone Star? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, the sports won't do that because they got all their media sponsors and
Mm-hmm.
all that crap. So it's all money. They don't.
As long as they're making money, they don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. Although they're not making near as much money as they used to. When before all this happened, you would think that they would
Oh,
wake up and be like, well, we were making, 50, $60 million a year per team per, and now they're down to what, maybe 25 or less. I mean, you would think that they would catch on and be like, hey man, we're doing something wrong here.
I wanted to say, hey, Lady Casca's in the house,
Yeah,
Harvey
lady.
Black.
Warming
And
her.
I also wanted to say to Prep and Plumber and Mrs. Prep and Plumber, I know y'all, I'm just saying cheers.
Amen. Or Prost.
No, cheers, man. Right here. Stay away from the
Harvey Black. Yeah, so man, and then our world is literally turning into a shit show. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. I've been keeping up with just enough, and I've been watching just enough of news just to kind of know what's going on, but I don't spend much time on it. Like I said, just like today. It's I mean, all the crap going on, and me and my family was like, hell with this. We're gonna go out and enjoy nature while we can, and enjoy our day, and have a good day, and just I ain't. I don't know, man. It's
What's up, Samantha?
you get involved when you can, because you need to try to stay involved in your local politics and stuff, and because that's what affects you immediately.
Yep.
And my wife was talking about it the other day, like
Yeah.
how the executive orders, that these presidents are writing, and it's all of them. I mean, it's not just any certain one. It's every single one of them. It seems like every time we get a new president, they just write more and more executive orders,
Mm-hmm.
and we were talking about how they're not legal. It was meant to be like I think it was originally a 30-day, like an emergency act.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like during a time of war when the Congress or the Senate couldn't get together. Yeah.
Right. And then so later the Congress could come together and say, well, okay, hey, this really ain't legal to do, whatever, yada yada, and the executive orders were only meant to last about 30 days, I believe it was originally. And they've just got to where now that exactly, Hondo, they're not law, and that's and so many.
No, they're not.
Huh?
No, I was agreeing with Hondo. Yeah, they're not law.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that you get you get these, they get up there and they just like, well, you know what, Congress won't act, which is what the law is supposed to be, what our Constitution is. Well, Congress won't act, so I'll just write an executive order and override, just go bypass Congress. Well, that phrase in itself right there,
Yep.
it's not legal. It's not, definition of law. So, as I know Arkansas just came out this week, this past week, and went through Congress.
I'm about to address that, Lone Star.
Went through Congress, and they told basically and it's signed now that they're not we're not following any executive orders coming from the federal government on we're not following any of their shit, basically, when it comes to the Second Amendment, basically Arkansas has told Congress to told the executive orders to piss off.
And a lot of states are. In fact, I was watching Jared over there at Guns and Gadgets earlier. Apparently, West Virginia and South Carolina are getting theirs put through. One's already passed their Congress, has to go to Senate. The other one has to go through a council and then go to Senate. And even down here in Arizona, we passed. We're working on one. It's called the 2111. I haven't checked the update on that today, but it's basically saying the same thing. They can pass whatever laws up there in that little shithole they call the District of Columbia, but it's not. Dude, doesn't mean shit to us.
Yeah, well, it's not just the president. I mean, look at all the governors that are doing it too, like Kamhola.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's enacted tons of them, and then they even get the here the liquor authority enacted a bunch of stuff to go over the governor. So he reopened the bars, but the liquor authority still has a ban on you can't have alcohol after 10 p.m. and certain other things that if you go past it, they'll come in and take away your liquor license, and you're screwed. You're done. You won't get it back.
Did you see what happened in?
They're hitting you from all sides.
I think it was in Europe, or maybe it was the UK, somewhere over there. Anyways, Black Friday, they were having their Black Friday mass at a Catholic church, and there were probably hundreds, if at least hundreds of people in there, not wearing masks, not distance. The freaking cops literally came in there. Took the priest away, or they didn't arrest him. They just, they stopped him, and then they got on the freaking podium and was like, "Hey, look, y'all got to leave because this is unlawful. You're going against our freaking, our virus mandate." Just literally, I saw that. I was like, "You're kidding me."
Well, see, that's where. Okay, see, here's where all that comes in, okay? So Lone Star Preps, by the way, so that yes, our state has what the heck, man? Our state has pretty much told the federal government they can kiss off on gun laws. Anyway, so see what needs to happen is these freaking jokers that when these cops start coming into these big places like this, I hate to say this, guys, but you start putting a beat down on all them cops, and they have to call more cops in, and you start doing a free for all up in that joker, and I'm just saying, it'll start to change some hearts and minds, I guarantee you, and just like I saw the Iceman, and my wife and I actually talked about that today on the ride home from our hiking deal. Effective today, Ontario, Canada, for 4 weeks is in a complete shutdown, man. Shut down all bars, restaurants, barbers, everything, man. Complete lockdown. And they also, by the way, said, "Hey, Catskill, what's going on?" And they also said, by the way, that Trudeau up there is talking about if you test positive, they're going to come pick you up and take you to a government internment facility. And some a video I was watching about it, you know, they were talking about, you know, they were really worried that with the administration we have now about that the United States may try to follow suit. And I told my wife, I said, I'm telling you right now, somebody pulls up here to pick up one of my kids or my wife or me. Yeah.
They've already started it, guy. New York City and stuff, they have COVID hotels.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I've got something for them, is all I can tell you. You ain't coming to my house and taking my children.
You know.
Oh, hell.
That shit ain't happening.
They'll make you look like a piece of crap. So then the people will all be like, "Oh, they were a horrible person." You know,
I don't care.
And
I don't care. They can all piss off, dude.
People will be like, "Oh, we'll go. It's for safety. It's for your children."
It saves just one life.
We gotta save Grandma,
dude. Oh my God,
yeah, well, you know what?
And then we went and killed Grandma. Suckers!
Freaking bought into it, man. That's the worst.
You know what?
Sorry.
I can tell you what coming and picking up my kids get you. COVID would be the least of your worries. I can promise you that.
Yeah,
some bird seed sitting around the corner I'd be throwing.
Yeah, did you that's a good question, Grace. Did you get any new subs today?
Yeah, actually I got some I'm up to 947 now.
I shared your link in my my community page for your video that you did today, so that way maybe I can share some of my traffic over your way.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate everybody that subs. You know, I'm getting there. But yeah, I just
yeah, I totally agree. Prepping.
If I talk about this too much, I'm gonna get myself in trouble, and you know. But I don't really care because I'm just telling you, man, that crap's not gonna fly here. And more people need to stand up to this, you know. And I mean, think about this for a minute. Would you allow anyone else to kidnap your child?
Oh, hell no.
Or kidnap your wife? Why the hell would you let the federal government do it?
Technically my ex-wife did one time, but that I'm not going down that road.
I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They did it in Europe, and you know they moved them for their safety at first. That's what they told them. You know, because they turned the citizens against one another, and then you know, I'm sorry your neighbors are beating the shit out of you. So you know we're gonna move you over to this part of town for your safety. Next thing you know, they're in a ghetto.
Yeah.
And then that's bad. So next thing you know, we're gonna move you over here to the kids are going to go to school, and you're going to go. We got jobs for you, and next thing you know,
well, I mean,
you're getting on a train car
like this, dude. I mean, how many times have we heard about like the orphans? You know, like where the parents were druggies and they had to remove the kids. CPS removed kids, put them with foster parents that were far worse than the parents were, and they allow that shit to go on. Yeah, I mean, government fucks up everything they touch.
It's like, yeah, I mean, the people that aren't doing anything, someone reports them out of spite. They get the shit kicked out of them. The worst shit happens to them. But yet the person down the street that's abusing the crap out of their kids and everything else, and you call the CPS on them 1,000 times, they don't do shit.
Yeah.
Get that too, you know. They always go after the people who don't deserve it for some freaking reason.
Well, all I know is my kids have a good home here. I provide, my wife and I provide for them very well. They have all the food. You know, they go to the doctor when they need to, things like that. We provide a very good, safe home for them here, and And just because of some sickness or whatever, you know what? That's my kid. If I want to be around my kid when he or she has something wrong with them, then that's my business, and I'm the one supporting them. I don't ask for government help. I don't get any government help, and they can piss off coming over here thinking they're going to take my children because of some BS 99% survival rate disease. It ain't happening.
And the vaccine's only 75%, so
Yeah.
I should take something that has a less survival rate than something without taking anything.
Well, I'm curious. No, I haven't seen that, Grace.
Like, how stupid
If you
can you
would
be?
you please drop the link out there? I want to go check that out. I'll pull it up on the screen here.
Oh, I hate talking about this shit.
Politics, I know politics sucks. Unfortunately, it's so ingrained in our lives at this point. You know, for the longest time, I just I just coasted along. You know, I did my job, paid my taxes, took care of my family, put a roof over my head, food in the fridge, and in my kids' bellies. And I did all the things that the father is supposed to do.
Yep.
And then freaking then in about 2015, I started waking up, and I'm like, wait, why is the government involved in this? They shouldn't be involved in this at all. They shouldn't be involved in this at all, or that, or this, or that. They have their finger in fucking everything we do at this point. And if we try to outsmart them, go around them, subvert them, whatever you call it, they are going to come down on you with the full enforcement.
Well, that's when you start to get back into a dictatorship. That's what problem. And Miss Mary, if you get the back, what's the percentage of still getting the coup?
50.
Well, I don't know. When everybody that gets the back, they tell you to still wear your mask and social distance. So what does that tell you?
I thought it was 2 masks now. I don't remember, or is it 5 masks? I don't freaking know.
Well, that's the whole point of it is a vax is supposed to get you to that you're
once
you're
your
vaccinated,
body has the immunity to it.
That you're immune to it. So why would you still have to wear a face stopper? That makes no sense. I mean, all you got to do is just sit down and think for a second.
Because science.
Y'all want to know the really bad thing about it? We saw somebody out there on the trail today wearing a mask.
Oh God, no!
Oh yeah,
pictures of people in the freaking swimming pool with them on. Come on, or in the lake.
Matthew, that's actually a very, very well put statement. You're trying to see how much abuse citizens will put up with and how many abuses law enforcement are willing to dish out. And it sure is looking pretty unlimited right now.
Well, that's the whole point. And that's actually a very good statement and very true. And that's the whole thing is that when the citizens start putting the abuse back out, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then the law enforcement will start to back up because them people want to go home every day too.
Yep.
And that's when they'll start to say, you know what, it ain't worth this. And just, people's got to come together on this. Do you want to be a slave or not? That's just all that. I mean, that's the ultimate question. Do you want to be a slave or not?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, why wait until it gets to the point to where, there's only a few people left that will stand up and fight. Everybody needs to stand up and fight.
Yeah, that was a good one. Let me go back up here to be charming. It's almost impossible to stand your ground with the government.
No, it's not. No, it's
not.
Well,
I mean, they are like the ultimate preppers. I mean, they've got underground bunkers that are just ginormous fucking cities underground. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
No, Josh, not a sex slave. Well, at least I hope not. That would be horrible. Ugh.
Well, that depends.
So, let's see here. So you got a new backpack.
Yes,
Dangerous. You
I
got
know.
a new little bundle of swag. I got a new tent coming.
I know.
I have ordered several items and online over the past several days. Got an email today stating that I will be getting some of them items Monday in the mail. So the UPS, whatever. So I will be doing a video unboxing to. I can't even remember everything I bought, man.
I'm gonna have to figure
I'm
out.
telling you, man. I like freaking every day. I'm buying like at least 4 or 5 items. Like I'm gonna get back into making. I'm gonna start making bracelets. Um, I don't think I'm gonna make it like a huge scale thing. I'm not gonna be like a company thing, but like anything
Are
like
they?
that.
Are they the bracelets you making? Are they pink and purple and
Well,
flowery
They
and
get
the
little
stuff?
one actually
rhinestones on them and
the one that I'm
unicorns and
making for Josh, the one
rainbows.
I'm making for Josh, yes, it's gonna be pink. Actually, it's rainbow colored because I know Josh really likes them rainbows.
Well, and is it going to have flowerties and stuff on it?
I could probably add that. So yeah, there you go. Prepping
Little
outside the box.
trinkets,
You want some
charms.
doilies on your bracelet, or actually no, he wanted the keychain.
The Iceman, we are absolutely. I will be starting planting Monday. We have finally got our last round of frost. I always wait till the end like this because it's it's damn lost product. It's yeah, it's one of them deals where every time it never fails. If you do not wait till after Easter, you're going to be out there covering your plants up and hoping for the best. And we have enough of a growth season here that I always just wait. So starting Monday, I am going to be having stuff in the ground, and I'll be doing some videos on that stuff as well, showing what I'm planting and everything. And dude, I'm just telling you, it's y- but that is actually a very good statement, Ice Man. Big people need to be growing food, man. You need to be learning these skills, growing food. If you can at all have any chickens, if I love chickens. To me, it's one of the best prepping items because they provide eggs, and you can also eat them. So
Yep.
that's one of the things that
What was I gonna say? Well, I got I'm still waiting for my one pew pew to show up so I can go get
Yeah.
that I ordered. And then
hey,
I found a few seeds. It's been hard. Oh my god, it's been hard to find them. Holy shit. I was able to pick up. I'm still waiting for him to send them, but I was able to pick up some 12 gauge. I got some triple lot and some slugs coming,
Okay.
which was nice because everywhere I look, all I can find is bird.
Yep.
Ugh.
Well, you remember Moose Man was the one that said, because a lot of people would say just melt wax and pour them in there,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're in a warm climate,
Mm-hmm.
then the wax will melt and it'll still be bird shot. It'll just be covered in wax. But if you use hot glue,
Mm-hmm.
it'll like make it like a slug. So
And then I could also get a choke too. So
that's
but
true.
I mean, I got some bird shot. It's good for practice and warning shots, and it'll still mess
Warning.
someone up.
Who does that?
It will still mess things up. I could use it to hunt quail and stuff. It's good to have.
You don't get a warning. About all you get is the rack of the freaking chamber. And actually, you don't even get that around my house because
I'm trying to be careful what I'm saying. That's
okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's true. That's right. Yeah, we gotta be careful. We don't do anything illegal, unlawful, dangerous, harmful, or anything that goes against the YouTube community guidelines because YouTube is awesome.
Oh hell, YouTube.
But it does give us a platform to come over here and reach out to people, and I love that. I do love that. But
reach out.
Yeah, hey, I mean, lost product, man. You got to make your money any way you can right now, you know. And the more money you make,
I'm gonna have to make a couple videos soon. Once I get my my Prepperty winnings, I'm gonna have to do an unboxing. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that because I really. And then I've been thinking about picking up a camera and maybe a small, like a waterproof camera and a small like tripod for like when I go on my kayak and stuff. For
I just recently picked up one of those tripods. The thing actually it works pretty good. It even comes with a little switch that I can link with my phone. So I guess apparently I'll be able to like just click a button and it'll turn my camera on. I don't know. I got to figure that one.
Yeah, that's the one I've got. I hadn't put a battery in that link deal yet. That little thing.
It's already got one. It should already have one in there. There's a little if you look at that little side there's a little side switch for on and off.
Oh, and I hadn't paid much attention to it.
I know that one caught me too. Northern Girl, what's going on, hon?
Hey, Northern Girl.
So I think that here, since we don't have Josh in here, we don't have Ghost Prepper in here, I'm thinking I might just go ahead and open up the chat. What do y'all think?
Might as well.
Okay.
Open up.
Somebody wants to pop in, might as well.
Oh, that.
Just remember, please show your face first so we know that you're not freaking out there naked.
Unless you're a really beautiful woman.
Even then, we'll get a strike.
Oh.
We'll save that for the after the backstage. There you go.
I'm just not sure if I want to waste money on a camera and a tripod. I could be using that money for other things.
Well, yeah, if you get the tripod, you can just use your camera. I mean, you're coming through pretty clear right now, so.
Well, I'm on my laptop, but for recording purposes, it's
reliable.
My phone is pretty much.
What's up, the outsider?
Better bet.
Well, this thing camera. See, I'll be honest with you, brother. I mean, I make all my videos off my phone, and a lot of people do. You know, you don't really have to. You don't really have to have a big fancy camera to make a video for YouTube. You know.
Oh, I know. I've been thinking about getting one though for like when I'm out kayaking and stuff. I kind of want to get a GoPro, but I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money. I don't know. Because, my phone, I don't want to worry about getting it wet and taking it in on that stupid thing.
Right. Well, yeah,
Just trying to decide.
I understand.
It's like, man, I would love to share some of the things I see with other people.
Well, that's like I said, I made several little videos today. They're just minute and a half, 2 minute, 3 minute videos, just different parts of the trail and everything. And I was talking to my wife about it, and actually my son was like, well, I've edited a couple videos, Dad. And I'm like, well, what the hell, So apparently he knows how to do it. And these damn kids, man, with this technology, they just seem to get it. And so he, the little Joker, man, he was like, well, I say little Joker. He's bigger
You
than I
okay
am
over
now.
there? Did you fall down dangerous? I heard a loud thump.
I hope he did.
Nah, that was me setting my beer down. Hey, what's up,
Oh.
Gil?
Hey, how's
What's
it going?
up, Gil?
Just having fun.
Excuse me, momentarily.
Working with the garden stuff, getting it planted, get more seedlings started.
Right. What all you planting?
Let's see. I've got. We went and bought a bunch of locally harvested seeds from the local nursery, so they're already acclimatized to the soil and weather conditions up here in Idaho. So I got a bunch of cantaloupe, cucumbers, orange cherry tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, sunflowers, a whole mess of sunflowers. Grand Rapids lettuce. I love that stuff. And romaine lettuce. Have some white cauliflower that Courtney at White Family Farm sent me, as well as some early beets that she sent me. Mm-hmm. And that's about all we got going in right now. I'm going to see how things progress. Don't want to overextend myself, because I got so much work to do around here. I don't have that much time to spend on the garden.
Yeah, you're always busy.
Hey, keeps you from getting any fatter than I already am.
Right. Well, and staying busy, man. I mean, it keeps your, when you're when you're on when you're doing these things, man. I know for me, Gil, when I'm, like I like to really keep my yard. I like to keep my yard really, really nice, and looking, nice and lush, and I've got some garden stuff out front, and also got a flower bed that runs all the way down my driveway that I built, and put some nice flowers in it. And I mean, man, when you get done at the end of the day, and you kind of sit out there for a minute. I know I do a lot of times when I worked hard on my yard all day and my garden and stuff, and I sit out there for a little bit and chill out and just look over it, and I'm just like, that's just, it's like really relaxing, man. It really gives you a sense of peace. You know what I'm saying? And you get the good workout, because you're busy, and keeps your bones moving, and it just, man, I don't know, man. It's just something about it. Like I said, I love it, man. I love doing that stuff. Especially when you get that first harvest, you start getting to harvest the vegetables and stuff, man. Go in there and chop up some stuff, and make you a big old fresh salad, Throw you some lettuce you grew, and some tomato and some onion you grew, and throw that on your burger you just grilled. Dude, I mean, it's satisfying, you know what I'm saying? You just
we're going to do take that a step further next year. The guy I bought the second property from up here in Idaho is an acre here. He was raising some. He had 4 cows. He raised from. Actually, I think they were bulls, snip, that he raised for beef, and so he had 4 of them on the property here on the one side here. And I'm thinking about next spring picking up a steer calfling and raising it. It takes about a year and a half to 2 years to raise them up to butcher weight. And I froze again. I'll buy one next spring, then I'll buy one the spring of 2023, and in the fall of 2023, harvest the first one. And that way, every year in the spring, I'll buy another steers, calfling, and the following fall, I'll butcher the other one. That way, I'll always have one growing on the property.
Do you have the means available at your homestead right now to process it, or do you have to have it sent out?
We have two, through friends here, we have two very reputable butchers lined up that, to go to. In fact, my daughter took her one that she bought this last year in August, took him to him, and she got 665 pounds of finished beef out of it.
How many pounds?
665.
Wow.
Moo.
Holy cow. I mean, that's a big cow.
Actually, Brandon, the way he was feeding his, he was averaging 800 out of his.
That's
Wow.
a lot of hamburger, I tell you what.
That's a lot of T-bone. Round steak, skirt steak. Oh yeah. Brisket.
Filet mignon.
But yeah, and so
Ribs.
in 2 or 3 years, depending on how my wife feels about it, Brandon, the guy that sold me the house, also has had set up a really nice pig area. He has I think it's about a 16-foot diameter grain silo that's just 10 feet tall, and then it slopes up for the roof. Cemented the inside of it. Then he has the run on the outside, slightly sloped and cemented, and then walls built all over it. So when the pigs don't make much snow because he always has straw, spread straw out there, clean the straw out every 2 or 3 weeks. And I got 5 acres on the other side across the street to dump that in the fields. So it never really smelled bad. And he had upwards of 14 pigs in there last year.
Pigs are, dude, pigs. I mean,
Big.
I've never raised them, but I've been around some pig pens and.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is because most of the pig pens that stink, they're overcrowded on dirt. If they're on concrete with straw out there, it doesn't smell because the concrete is poured right. It's got a slight slope to it, so all the moisture and stuff runs off the side and doesn't sit there and get stomped into mud and turned into a cesspool. Whereas with the concrete, you keep it nice and clean. But if they're raising pigs without concrete, they need to have a lot bigger area than most people give them. Because then if they have around, they don't concentrate their poo in one spot. They spread it out, because pigs are actually want to be very clean. Yeah, they don't like to wallow in the mud, but not in their poo.
Mm-hmm.
They want mud, not poo. And so if you have a nice area for them to go to and a little mud hole over here, they'll go poo over out in the field, come over and roll in the mud.
Man, what are you, like the pig whisperer?
No, I've been doing a lot of research over the last 20 years in town.
I guess
my
so.
dad was raising pigs back when I was 8, 9 years old. She raised them for 2 years and then got rid of them because she got busy dating.
Pigs are very clean. Really, I never would have guessed.
How do you turn the pig feces into fossil fuels? That's the thing. I knew a guy who was trying to create something that did that. He knows. Okay.
Okay. There are several ways of doing it, but I would say your best bet is to check with Reed at Manifestations of Imagination. He's down in Texas. This guy's a off-grid scientist type thing. He's working on putting together a biofuel contraption to take manure from cows, pigs, goats, whatever, and and make methane.
Right.
And methane burns cleaner than actual natural gas because it's just the components the way it is. But it's, and if you look at all the dumps and everything, especially in California, they've passed a law where they have to, when they bury it, they got to put pipes in the ground to reclaim all the methane gas that's coming off of the stuff that they buried.
Wow.
So methanes are actually really easy to make. It's actually easier to make than hydrogen, and is not quite as explosive as hydrogen.
Yeah.
They learned a new way, like if they actually let the garbage decompose, it produces methane instead of just capping it. And then, it shrinks, and then they could add more, and it shrinks, and it produces methane. And a lot of the dumps around here now are putting like tomato plants and using the methane to power whatever they need to power, like tomato, like hydroponic plants, or greenhouses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all the garbage trucks run on natural gas and methane. They're collecting it, running the garbage trucks on it.
What's up, Josh?
So, I mean,
what's cracking?
It's great that there's finally starting to smarten up to some of this stuff.
Good.
So we were supposed to have 2 winners from Prepperty and 2 losers from Prepperty, but Ghost.
I'm a winner.
Clearly, I'm not a winner, so sorry. I just invaded them the stream.
Well, you have a loser. You have 2 losers right here. You're just missing one more winner. What?
Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost was supposed to be here. I don't know, man. He's either passed out or his internet's out. One of the two. Or he just said, "Nah, I don't want to hang out with those idiots."
Yeah. Or he's busy.
You guys are my favorite stream. You guys are so much fun.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, no, for sure. One of them.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of fun.
I don't want to isolate anyone.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say which one's your favorite when you have 10 favorites. It's like you follow 10 religiously and another 20 as best you can.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree. Like Prepping 101, man. Do I love his channel? Yeah, dude. I think he's got a great channel. He's got a huge channel. But
I was on his channel when he had like 300 people. And I was a mod, and he blew up overnight. It was insane. I was so happy for him.
What's up, 007? And and the thing that I like about him is he's not afraid to share. I mean, he, like North Shore, came on one night, did a one of his love raids, as he calls them, and pushed me over the 1,000 mark, which I've been trying to reach for like 5 years, or at least 3 years. But so he got me over that mark, and then Prepping 101 came and did one, and that pushed me over the 2,000 mark, and that's how I landed here. But you know what? Now my voice is a little bit more heard.
Yeah.
And I mean, I try and keep it lighthearted, but at the same time, we still talk about real stuff going on, important stuff. And I mean, it can be politics, because unfortunately, politics, we don't have a choice in this anymore. They've shoved they've shoved it down our throats at this point. So whether you like politics or don't, I mean, you don't have a whole lot of a choice. You got to pay attention to it, because you never know when they're going to turn around and come down on you.
Oh yeah.
You've got a good way of going around it, though. Having 2 channels, right? Mm-hmm. You have your one. I know it's monetized, and obviously congrats on all that stuff for everything, but you have that one that you've got to kind of have as your safety net, right? But you keep it alive and you keep your voice heard and things like that. You can bring up, like, we're going to talk about this, but we're going to talk about it next show, right?
Yeah.
And then people can go to your After Dark one where it's a little more hands-free. And so it's a good
when it gets too heated, I'll just be like, all right, we're doing trivia.
Well, that's kind of what Brett Broussard does with his. He has the Broussard Homestead, which is a family one. Then he has the Cajun Prepsteader, which we on Sunday nights we get into some really deep rabbit holes. So he goes, if he's going to lose a channel, he's going to lose the Cajun Prepsteader, and then he'll fire up another one. That's disposable.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes on the After Dark we'll go down rabbit holes. I don't do that on this channel, just because it's like, this just doesn't seem like the right form. Because a lot of these rabbit holes, I'm like, maybe, but it's not one of them topics I really care. I mean, I'm not dangerous prepper. I'm dangerous freedom. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in civil rights. I believe in liberty, and I believe in being prepared. And that's where I lie on this. I'm not going down any kind of conspiracies. I mean, we may hint on some things, but we'll let the chat deal with that. And that's why I like the After Dark, because that's where we can kind of let loose.
So you're not a flat earther?
No. Not by any means. I've been on the ocean. I've been out in the middle of the ocean.
That's
don't believe in
say that word. Don't even bring it up.
Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
He'll get labeled immediately just for saying it.
That's true.
That's crazy.
Right, goes. Yeah, Gold's got it. Freedom first and prep for the worst. Well, I'll tell you what. If our forefathers didn't prep beforehand, then we probably wouldn't be sitting here right now doing this.
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
Josh,
thank you. With you.
Thank you for that. Oh man, that's funny, dude. That was. I'm not even going to go down that. I'll save that one for After Dark too.
That's a good one.
If you want to ever discuss the Constitution, in my opinion, you first need to go and read the Jefferson Papers, the Hamilton Papers, the the Adams Papers, all the papers that the founding fathers wrote about why they did what they did, where they explained it. The Supreme Court doesn't have to figure out what they actually meant. They've explained what they meant in their writings.
Yep. Yeah. And even like the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists, I mean, those are very important too, because people would have disagreements, but they never disagreed on the fact that we are supposed to be a free people. That was one thing that they never disagreed on. But now, with the government we've got, these authoritarian pricks, they'll be like, no, you know what? People shouldn't be allowed to own one of those, or they shouldn't be allowed to do that. The only problem that the politicians don't understand, and these legislators that write all these laws down, is that criminals don't give a shit what law they're passing.
Yeah.
And now they're passing laws to make people like us, freaking, honest, true, law-abiding citizens into freaking criminals. They want to do it overnight, man. I'll tell you what. I don't know what Biden's got up in his mind, or actually doesn't have much of anything in his mind. But I don't know what his handlers have in plan. But I know it's not going to be good. That's why so many states are turning Second Amendment. Hell, what is it? Tennessee was slated to be the 19th constitutional carry state.
Yeah.
Well, last night or yesterday, Iowa beat them to number 19. Because once it passed the Senate, it went right to the governor's desk, and the governor signed it. They beat them. And so I don't know what the governor of Tennessee is thinking. But if you live in Tennessee, it might be time to call your governor up and say, hey, you need to get off your ass and sign this damn bill.
Yeah. That was a state I was looking to move to, but I'm worried, like North Carolina, it's going to start turning, Democratic. So I don't know. I mean, I'm here in New York, and I'm feeling like I need to get out. We were about to build a house, and I'm like, no, let's keep our money where it is, and we might need to really kind of flee. Not that I want to run, because I don't feel like you're running from anything, and things are going to trickle into other states. But right now, New York is like I mean, I know you guys know the Excelsior Pass and everything going on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. Actually,
just think of it as repositioning.
Bioxo can speak on that account.
Yep.
Who was saying something?
Bioxo over there. Yeah. He's. I don't know. He's
Is
more
he in New York?
Closer to Buffalo area.
Oh, okay. Josh, what were you saying?
I just said don't think about it as running away. Thinking about it as repositioning.
Yeah.
Right? You're just getting into a better location to be ready for things.
A buddy of mine.
Exactly.
Well,
he owns a couple businesses. Well, he owned a couple vaping businesses and a restaurant here in Western New York area between Buffalo, Rochester area.
Who did?
A buddy of mine.
Uh-huh.
And then he had family that lived in Florida, and he also opened one down there. And New York State banned a lot of the vaping and stuff, so he closed all his shops, the restaurant, and everything because of all this crap. So luckily, he still has one down to Florida. And then he bought land. He was going to go to, I think it was Colorado or something. And there was a fire, and all of his land burned. There's nothing. It's just wasteland.
Where in Florida?
No, I don't know where he has a vape shop in Florida, and I think his grandfather or his father lives down there or something. But he was buying land, or he bought land in Colorado, I think. And it all burned. So now he's like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm like, sell all your shit and move to Florida, dude. You want to get out of New York. I know your land all burned there, but you still got property and family in Florida. At least do it there. You lost everything here. What do you have left to lose? You got an RV, fuck, sell the house. Just go to Florida,
Right. Cut your losses. Who cares?
Well, with my wife and I, we were both born in California, raised there. When we first got married, we were planning out our retirement in California. And then things started getting a little wacky, and Governor Moonbeam got back in office. That's Jerry Brown, but you don't know his original title. Governor the first time back years ago. I mean, decades ago, he was called Governor Moonbeam. Yeah, with the Peace Berkeley crowd. Anyways, we decided that California was not where we wanted to retire. We're getting too old to fight that crap, and we need to get to a place where we can stand better. And so we spent a few years looking around the United States, doing all sorts of checking and stuff, and we settled on Idaho. And as soon as we bought here in Idaho, guess what Idaho did? Passed an amendment. You do not need a permit to carry concealed. Yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and we just happened to stumble onto the compound here. It's 5 acres. We picked it up for 130.
Nice.
Good for you.
And then it's got it has 4 subdivision rights on it, so that I have a daughter and 2 boys.
Yeah.
So we could split it up. Well, we actually bought another acre across the street as well. So, and now my favorite nephew is looking at it. Goes, wow, how'd you get that up there? Can we come up and see you this summer? This summer he wants to bring the whole family up here to see it. It's like, fine. There's another acre and a quarter we can sell off to him, and I know he is staunch Second Amendment and a hunter and everything else.
Yeah.
We vacated California. My wife is still there because she's making big bucks there. We pay off everything here, and I get everything ready here for when she comes up.
Awesome.
That way, it's going to be a lot easier on her. But we've been offered $750 for the house in California.
Nice investment.
And I only paid $142 for it.
So are you saying that you still own the house in Cali?
Paid off.
Holy shit! And now the retail is $750K.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, we figured out. We found out she's a big accountant for a property management company. We can rent that place out when she comes up here because it's a 1/3 acre lot, not a 1/4 acre lot. Has a 20 by 40 foot shop on the back of it, We can rent that for $4,000 to $4,500 a month right now.
Hey,
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah.
So, if anybody's out there working, paying out, has buying a house and they bought it several years ago, seriously, do what my wife did on our house. Check into refinancing because the rates are rock bottom.
Yeah.
And when she refinanced our house, I think 3 or 4 years into, and I froze again. She refinanced it for $58 more a month payment for a 15-year loan. So shortening it up to a 15-year loan, usually your payments go way up because you're compressing it. It only went up $58 because she did it just as the price hit. No, I mean the interest rate hit rock bottom, and she refinanced it $58 more a month, and it was paid off in 15 years.
Nice. Good for you guys.
Nice.
So, nice. You want to talk finance?
Yeah,
you got it. I married an expert.
There you go.
That's a good thing.
All you had to do was make the money and let her manage the money. I did it wrong. I had to work and manage the money because nobody else in the house could manage it, and I wasn't all that great at it either.
Yeah.
I did better than some, but not as good as others. Good for you.
You want to hear something funny about my wife? When I married her, she was Staff Sergeant Campbell, 91st Division Army.
She's a badass woman.
And what she did in the Army was payroll.
Okay.
She was in a unit of drill sergeants, and she took care of the payroll for them. And it was funny watching her making some of those, master sergeants and stuff. They come in and start giving her crap because she's a woman. And she goes, Master Sergeant, did you just say you had a sex change operation? I got to put that on your. Oh, no. Because if you screw with someone's pay like something like that, it could be 9 months out before they get their pay script straightened out again.
Yeah.
She was a firecracker when I married her, and now she's like a dynamite.
Lone Star. Yeah, no doubt. I see my paycheck just long enough to sign them before the wife has plans for it. Yeah.
The last 20 years, I never even saw them. We had direct deposit.
I see that little conversation between Josh and Lost Product going on there. It's going to be interesting. You know what, Josh? I love your daily goats, and I love your opinion on things and everything. But I never plan on relying on you to protect me. I rely on you protecting yourself and being prepared. And I know you're taking care of that.
No. I was actually just responding to him when you said that. I'll just go ahead and say it. He was talking about people coming up to you, basically unprepared people that know I'm a prepper and things like that. I'm not really quiet about it. I don't have a lot of OPSEC, I guess, with what I do. And for one reason, for what I consider a good reason, maybe it backfires in my face. I don't know. But there's already a lot of bad people in the world, right? And a shift will bring out a lot more bad people that will maraud and take stuff from people and things like that. And they're not that hard to identify when you're going around town, right? If people come to you because they know you've been prepared and you can prepare enough to keep them fed for, let's say, a solid 3 months, right? Just 3 months. If you can keep a substantial amount of people fed and you can motivate them and encourage them enough to be able to kind of Robin Hood it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a good Negan, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes it makes good sense.
There's enough bad people in the world. You could eliminate one problem by taking care of a threat to society while feeding people that need it and taking care of people. And I'm not saying go full Negan.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the idea not extorting people and messing with good people, but eliminating the threat of bad people that will be very, very prevalent in the world.
Yep.
I don't know.
Well, what did they say? The Marauders would be the first ones to die off, most likely.
Second. The first ones to die off, unfortunately, are going to be the elderly. Because the Marauders are going to take out the elderly first.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, Lone Star. Yeah, that did a lot. A lot of people feel that the same way too. Yeah.
Mm.
You know, okay, you're out of food. I've got some food, but you're not gonna get it for free. You know what? We got stuff to do around here to get this place operational.
Yeah,
I
very
mean,
good.
that's not a bad thing. That's helping people who have different skills than you, like, utilize them. So, I mean, as a prepper, you should have that set aside, not to bargain with people, but to help, create a situation where it's going to be beneficial for both people,
For all people, yeah.
Right,
One of the best plans I heard, a gentleman was that was a old school prepper that I learned from. He had the names of several dentists, doctors,
yeah,
nurses, and other essential personnel, electricians and stuff, lined out and he found ones that were center or slightly right, and he knew where they were, what they were, a lot kept a database on them and stuff. So if something went, he would say, "Hey, you're hurting, aren't you? Come with me. We're starting a group. We need a doctor. We have food. You got to abide by our rules. Come along. We'll talk about it." And his plan was to go out and recruit specific people to bring him in, and some of those included a couple of the people from the community college horticulture department, the ones that know how to grow anything. Yeah, he had this list up, and he was updating it all the time. And his plan was he had a small group already. His plan was to go out, grab these essential brain trusts, and bring them in of the knowledge and skills to do stuff. That was to bring him in after things went up. Of course, there were a couple of them that actually wound up approaching him beforehand, before anything got too weird in California, and they go, "Hey, I understand you're one of these survivalists.
Hey,
I'm worried." And he said, "Come talk to me."
If you had to go back, Gil, when do you think things got really weird in California? What year?
Good question.
1960.
Wow, that far back?
Really? Why?
Holy
Jeez, man. Let's all spread love and BS. And most of those were going to Berkeley, got degrees, and then got into the education system.
That makes sense.
My daughter, when she graduated from high school, count back how many years that is. That's about 10, at least 10, 12 years ago. Anyways, when she graduated, she registered as a Democrat. And we said, "Why?" "Oh, my teachers told me this. And for the first two elections she voted in, she voted Democrat. Then she went to center up. She went to the local community college there. Was still getting the bull crap there, pardon my French. Got shipped off to a nice university up here in Idaho. Her eyes were opened.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she came back. "Why did you tell me this?" We did several times. "Remember we talked about this. Oh, yeah." And now she's like a pendulum. She's gone so far right. She's got everything that I wish she'd started a long time ago. When she was in the university, she was captain of the fencing team.
Yeah.
And she collects knives, food. I mean, she's probably got 1.5 years food storage in their basement now.
Nice.
And so, you ought to hear her talking about Miss Plastic Face. That's the head demon rat in House of Representatives. Oh man, yeah. She comes up with words that are just this shy of swearing to just talk about her.
I mean, I think she's a good example of going from one end to the other. I mean, I'm being in New York, I have so many liberal friends, but I do have a handful that have went from one thought process to another, because it's like, even myself, I'm pretty accepting of a lot of things, but I'm like, whoa, you guys are getting way too weird for me. You know what I mean? Like, this is not how I was raised. This is not what the Constitution is about. And my very liberal friends think I'm like talking from planet Mars right now.
Yeah. Well, you got to realize that the political system in the United States actually has two major parties, and each of those has a sub-party.
Yeah.
You have your people on the street Democrats and your people on the street Republicans. Then you have your demon rats. Your demon rats are your professional politicians who think that they are God's gift to the human race to rule over the human race, and they know so much more simply because, and I froze again, simply because they've been elected. Then on the other side, you have the Robukins. They're the ones that go out and are on the other side and do the same stupid thing. They think they're God's gift to the people they're supposed to be serving. Yep. They're supposed to lead them, not serve them.
I know. No.
And what really ticks me off is that actually a part of the problem in the United States actually started back with FDR. When he started doing his fireside chats, he was the first president to constantly refer to the United States as a democracy when it is not a democracy.
No, it's not.
Never has been, hopefully never will be. It is a republic. There's a difference between a republic and a democracy. Even Adams and Jefferson, who fought over so much stuff, both were adamant, we are not a democracy. We are a republic. Because the difference between the two is, in a republic, anyone can rise to any station. I mean, a homeless man on the street today, 10 years from now, could lift himself up and become president of the United States. In a democracy, everyone down below can vote for anyone from the ruling class. Only the ruling class can become leaders. And they're leaders, not servants. That is the big difference between a democracy and a republic.
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but anybody out there that just doesn't understand that little nuance,
no, it's good to hear. It's good to
very
hear.
important nuance to understand. Okay, I'll shut up now.
All right, Corey. Yeah, Corey, dude. I don't tolerate that crap. I don't even tolerate that on my app.
Stop being a third grader, dude.
Yep.
Stop being a third grader.
Yep. You're out of here, Corey.
Did he say something bad about me?
He's
kind of a womanizer
about it.
I think he's too much.
I'm not reading the chat, but I saw the word woman. So
Catskill, it's not just necessarily about you. It's he likes to be a piece of crap woman hater, and he thinks no, he don't think that women have the right to speak, and we've had to remove him before, and
not on this town, but
it won't be tolerated. We will not tolerate any of that crap at all. Nobody gets to come on here and
iron fist that motherfucker.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, guys. I was watching too, Dangerous. I was just fixing to do the same thing.
As soon as I saw that comment come up, I was like, boom, wrench gone, boom, timed out immediately.
What did he say? Just curious.
He's like, she shouldn't be speaking, or why'd you let her speak?
No, my husband let me out of the basement tonight, so I'm allowed.
Cool.
Right on.
That's
right
the
on.
attitude.
I cooked a nice dinner, and I'm given 30 minutes. So
Yeah,
Made
on.
him a nice sandwich.
yeah. Don't worry about him.
who's that cute little boy? Who is that?
Right, Foam?
Oh my goodness! How
on
old is
TV.
he?
Ah,
Huh?
4, 5?
He's 6. Yeah.
Very
You've
cute.
been creeping around the corner for it, dude.
Super
I got a
sweet.
19-year-old.
Come on.
Very sweet. So, what do you guys make of what's going on between Russia and Ukraine right now? That's kind of interesting.
Honestly, I don't think any country, Russia, since they're already there, has the opportunity to do something about it. I don't think America really has the resources to really go in there and do anything about it. And you know what? It's
a lost territory, so that they didn't want to give up. That has a lot of resources, and I believe access to the Black Sea and stuff. So
water, yeah.
What's wrong with that? I mean, if Russia's on our side, then well, I mean, not on our side, but we've been allies in the past. I mean, what's to say that we couldn't be allies again?
Yeah.
I mean, right now we have a much bigger problem, which I think I'm not going to talk about the Red Scare over here.
Yeah.
But the Red Scare is not meaning the Russians either.
No.
I don't think they're our biggest threat at all.
I don't think they're really on board. I'm still kind of confused with them.
I heard, though, that Zelensky, the prime minister, is that Zelensky? Prime minister in Ukraine made a public statement yesterday saying basically that Biden or the USA is giving full support to them, which in essence is kind of pitting us against Russia. That's what I heard.
Russia's one of the 7 that doesn't have the World Bank. So.
Well, Russia actually is hand in hand behind the desk with HRC. Because when she was Secretary of State, she's the one that sold them Uranium One. She's the one who did all sorts of deals with them and got hundreds of millions of dollars donated to the Clinton Foundation.
Right.
By businessmen over there. And you know where they got the money from.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens.
I know most countries already have their people in place. There's only a couple that aren't. So. Or at least that's what I've gathered. It's about as far as I'm going to go.
Josh, what do you eat there? I mean, I feel like it looks good. Seems like a good meal.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I started grilling like right when Dangerous went on live. So I was eating some burgers and things like that.
Good for you.
Did you?
Macaroni.
I thought you probably got some of the Rocky Mountain oysters from Arkansas.
Hey, those are delicious.
Oh my God, no! I've never tried them.
Dude, come on, man!
If you've never eaten Rocky Mountain oysters, don't knock them. They're real good. They're supple.
I haven't eaten regular oysters.
Do you boil them?
Rocky Mountain oysters?
You can deep fry them, stuff like that. When I went to a funeral in Nebraska, in Burwell, Nebraska, and we went in there in the bar. It was a really, really small town. It is a small town. And they opened up the bar to us, and they had Rocky Mountain oysters out there. We were drinking and all this stuff for free, but they had Rocky Mountain oysters there. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. They're really good. They're really good.
Probably are. I mean,
Yeah, they're soft and tender.
I couldn't not eat them, too. There was like 30 or 40 something Marines there, and we're all at the bar. We took over the place. So I was like, okay, free food. I'm eating this.
Just wondered if they're like one of them cream-filled Long Johns.
No. No, they're like chicken, man. They're like chicken.
It's like Reverend outside the box is like popping him in his mouth, and he's like, man.
2 or 3 at a time, right?
These are really juicy. They're really juicy.
It's even got cream filling in it, man. I mean,
oh my God.
Awesome.
Yeah, y'all ain't right.
Oh wait, this ain't After Dark. Sorry.
I think it's still clear.
I didn't say anything nasty. Sort of.
Nothing.
Just alluded to it.
See, Grace and Grit knows dipping ranch dressing. They're good. They're good.
Anything the ranch dressing is pretty good, though.
Watch some street food videos. That's the least thing.
Here in Kansas, we call them what they are.
I can't do it.
Why not?
There's certain parts on an animal that's not supposed to be at, man. I'm just telling you. Okay, I don't get this, man.
I agree.
I mean,
Who told you? Who told you that?
Okay. Look, I want to know who went and put their hand out there and lifted these things up and went, you know what? I think I want to eat these things.
I'll tell you who. Somebody that's murdered an animal and said, I'm going to eat every part of this thing because I'm not going to let it go to waste.
I'll tell you
If
who.
you had to, you would.
I'll tell you who ate all them parts was the Donner Party, man. If you seen their
goodness.
I would have fed. I could see feeding it to your dogs or something, you know, to help them out. But those dogs eat anything. But I no, it's just no, it's not.
Listen, I changed my toddler's diaper the other day and something spilled out. My dog came around and lapped it up. I almost vomited. I was like,
oh God.
When my daughter was 8 days old, we had a fly from home to back to base.
Yeah.
And she got on there, and I got really good at putting her on my lap and like changing her diaper. And we're on the front of the plane.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I sat there and we did it different this time. So the diaper was over with her, and she was holding the child with no diaper on, and I was like going to get the diaper, and it went number 2 down her leg on the plane on takeoff.
Oh God.
I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And the stewardess is looking at it, she's like, that is literally never happened since I've worked here. I was like, I'm sorry.
If that was your wife's leg?
Yeah.
What'd she do? Just go to the bathroom and try to do what
we have wet wipes and stuff. We cleaned it up. We went and cleaned up, and I helped the kid. I mean,
keep it moving.
Yeah.
No.
My brother's daughter, we called her. Well, her name was Autumn. We called her Autumn Got 'em Rotten Bottom. He was changing her one time, wiping her, picked her, lifted her up to put the diaper under, and she squirted across the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was and it was rank. I mean, none of my kids ever smelled that bad.
Lone Star Prep.
Dangerous is losing it.
Lone Star Preps. No, I've not ever been that hungry. And Yankee Watchdog. No, I'm not eating nothing called head cheese, and I'm damn sure not eating no tongue. That is disgusting, man.
That stuff's gross. I've seen that.
That is disgusting.
No, don't knock
There's
it,
a lot of other great parts you can eat.
Yeah. Was it on this channel we started talking about duck tongue tacos and stuff?
No, that was the After Dark. I'm pretty sure.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah,
it's like same conversation on the After Dark one.
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, it is. That's nasty. It is.
What the?
Hey, I'm just
like I said, man. I'm getting into making jewelry and stuff.
Oh,
cool. Might as well, right? Got nothing better to do.
You should make the what are they called? The ones with the ball bearings in them. The monkey fists.
I'll check that one out.
You know what? Anybody that would eat the nads off a bull would take a monkey or a squirrel or something, or a cow, and eat the brains out of it too. Y'all, that's just disgusting. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
We
Really?
tried to change the subject.
When it comes down to it, I'm going to survive, dang it.
Well, I mean, if you have to, you do whatever you got to do. I mean, who cares?
Well, I mean, I didn't have to eat bull's balls, but it was good. I wasn't hungry or nothing.
You were with a bunch of Marines.
Wait a minute, hold on. You said there was a lot of guys. Y'all were drunk.
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure it was the bull ball you were eating?
Okay, and we're going After Dark now.
The guy said something about ranch dressing, and I said, sounds delicious.
I mean, the ranch dressing makes everything taste better. We all know that.
I can tell you one thing: ranch dressing cannot make taste better. A friend of mine is from the Philippines, and they have a delicacy dish over there. Begins with B. I can't pronounce it right. Beluga or something like that. That is the nastiest stuff around ever. If you don't know what it is, I'm not going to mention here. Get anybody deceiving, but look it up. What the Philippine delicacy is with eggs.
The 1,000-year-old egg.
Oh no, that's nasty.
Yes.
Yeah.
1,000 years old.
Well, they're not even 1,000. Usually, they're only about 6 months old.
That's
they've
nasty,
learned
dude.
how to speed up the process,
Mhm.
but it's a delicacy in different parts of the world, like around Morocco and
Wouldn't that
in the
make
desert
you
and stuff
sick?
too. They like
Wouldn't that
bury
make
them
you
in clay
sick?
pots.
Like botulism or something?
No, they ferment.
Oh, they ferment it. Okay.
Or they use lye.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
Now
they use lye now
now.
to speed up the process.
Well,
They're
that's why I
black.
prefer
They're
American
gross.
food. You know, I was born here. I was raised here. I speak American, and I eat American.
American.
Sometimes I'll
Proud
eat a little
American,
Spanish rice and a little, Mexican burrito or whatever. But
Oh yeah. Oh, I make tacos every other Wednesday.
I love
Crazy food. You guys are mentioning like regular things.
Yes, and there's another thing you don't put ranch dressing on. It's a goddamn chicken wing.
Pizza.
What?
Pizza.
Why not?
People put it on pizza. I don't like that.
Yeah, Miss
Blue
Prepping
cheese.
Plumber, I tend to agree with
Put
you on
blue
that.
cheese on the chicken wing.
No, I like.
I don't like blue
I
cheese on
mine.
anything. So
Oh
Blue cheese
man,
is good on pizza too. But I do like ranch on pizza once in a while. Depends on the ranch.
dude, I'll
depends
tell
on
you
the
what,
pizza.
dude, on some of the hot wings we have down here, you have to put ranch on it. It's like
I
ice,
like ranch on wings.
like ice cream. Like you all remember the Cheech and Chong?
Well, that's what blue cheese is for. It's the same
I don't
thing.
like blue cheese. It's stinky.
You got to have the right kind of blue cheese,
It's
though.
stinky.
Yeah.
There's really
I'm
stinky,
with-
nasty blue cheese dressing.
Yeah, well,
Like the stuff that comes in the bottle that they sell at the store, the like Kraft or whatever, that stuff's trash. It's horrible.
I don't like goat cheese. I
It's
don't
so
like blue
bitter
cheese.
and nasty. Ugh.
Yeah.
No, you got to come to Buffalo and have real blue cheese and
All
chicken
right,
wings.
all right. Never know.
On
Beef
far
on
as
whack.
pizzas go, there's only one other sauce besides the normal red sauce I'll ever put on a pizza, and that's when I'm making a special pizza, and that's barbecue sauce. I'll put the barbecue sauce on, a little bit of cheese. I'll put ground beef on there,
Or
bacon
chicken.
on there, more cheese on there, and I just made myself a bacon double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Little
Okay.
olive oil
Barbecue
and some
bacon double
garlic.
cheeseburger.
Is a
And
good,
you got to
Hold
throw
on.
bacon.
Based.
You got to throw bacon on there too.
Oh yeah, bacon. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
Hold
my
on.
son puts triple bacon on it.
Bacon and olives is great on pizza.
Hey, seriously, Cherokee survival. Why the hell would you want to eat a pig foot that's walked around in all that pig crap, piss, and waller and all that crap? I mean, I mean, come on, man. Have you ever watched? Just like the cow tongue earlier. Have you not watched that? Have you not? If you've been around cows very long,
Bacon's better.
and you watch a cow walk up and lick another cow's butt. That's disgusting, man. Why would you want, I mean, what part of this? I'm being serious here for a minute. I'm like really trying to figure this out. Why you would walk up to a pig pen and watch a pig walk around and go, them feet look really good.
Well, you clean them all.
I think I want to eat that, and then you watch a cow walk up and lick another cow's butt, and you're thinking, man, I'm gonna tell you what. As soon as I kill you, cow, I'm about to eat that tongue. I'm just telling you. I mean, what? I'm just saying, guys. If you've been raised up around farm animals, there's certain parts you just don't eat, man.
I grew up on a farm, Patriot, but do you have dogs?
Yeah, I got dogs.
Okay, they ever licked you?
Hell no. My dogs
Really?
get a whooping if they try to lick you.
Oh, I'll
We
get all
don't-
kinds of puppy kisses. But I mean, on the farm, when I grew up as a kid on the farm, man, we would have like cow patty fights and stuff, and you go out there and you pick up the cow and like flip it at each other like frisbees.
Yeah, okay, I know that one.
Done that one a few times.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're handling turds. I mean, it's you guys can clean food. It's not. It's not.
Like Catskills was saying earlier, man. And she changes diapers. Dude, anybody that's changing diapers touched poop. I mean, we all touch poop at one point in our life, man. Have you ever wiped your ass so hard that your finger goes through the toilet paper? Crap. Now, not only do I got to wipe my ass and wash my hands and sterilize my fucking hands.
Hey, for
you get in touch with your inner self.
Kids will sit there. Kids will scratch their butt and then go up to you and stick their fingers on your face and put them in your mouth and stuff. So it's happened.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, certain things we all don't like, but you do what you got to do to survive. So, I mean, I wouldn't rule anything out.
Hey, we've been
I would probably eat the asshole out of a cow if that was the last part left.
Is this after dark now? We're eating
Menudo.
You just batter them, deep fry them like onion rings.
Gotcha.
Dude, I've never had.
I've
tried menudo. Couldn't stand it. I don't like it. No.
Right now, and since I was a little kid many years ago, okay, lots of years ago, everybody. Let me just say that we never lived in a third world country. I never had to experience any of this, so I'm not eating crap that I don't have to eat. I mean, there's just certain things. I mean, when you can drive through the dadgum drive-through and get a burger, why the hell would I want to eat a cow tongue, ass-licking tongue? I mean, come on, guys.
I'm just curious what your preps look like, because you must have a 7-Eleven shop set up in there to not worry about eating some crap. Would you eat ants and grubs and stuff? Crickets?
If I would if it come down, because
you're gonna eat some bottom feeders and stuff like
that.
But
the cricket's not licking another cow's butt.
No, it's just crawling around and shit.
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
Dung beetle.
Anyway,
all I'm saying is, when you have a chicken, do you pluck the feathers and do you kill it and do you prep it, or you just start eating it?
I just eat it.
Okay, well, never mind. Then there you go. I was going to say, if you're going to prepare a part of a cow, you're probably going to clean it off.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's so much that it's dirty. It's just not an area that you prefer generally.
I would say the goal for everyone is to have enough other preps, being able to grow enough food that you don't have to worry about eating things you don't like to eat.
There you go.
Exactly.
Use it for puppy chow or compost material.
You see Gold's comment?
He
goes, if it goes down, we'll all eat cow ass. Okay, people, get real.
They put it this way: when it comes to that, I'm feeding that part of the cow to pigs, and then I'll eat the bacon later.
Yes.
Well, I just like the last it was like 2 or 3 mornings ago. I had my YouTube playing on my bedroom TV. Yeah, both times I woke up, they were talking about the Donner Pass and how after they ate all their provisions, they had to eat the animals that were towing the freaking wagon. And then, after that, it's a nasty story. It is a horrible story. But
cannibalism.
Yep. That's one place I would recommend nobody ever go to. I know we've got Bug Out Bushido. I don't think he's in the chat, but he's always talking about eating people. It's like, you know what that does to your mind, right?
Strengthens you, gives you power. What?
Does he know?
No, dude. Like literally, there's when you eat the same species, there. I don't know if it's an enzyme or some kind of chemical, but it interacts with you and it makes you like stir crazy or maybe jungle fever, whatever they call that crap.
So I got a question then.
Not
why does nature do it?
Yeah.
Why does nature do what?
I'm not condoning. For one, no, I'd probably die before I eat a person. But what I'm saying is, why does nature eat their young? Why does nature eat the same kind?
Oh, you mean like lions and tigers and stuff?
I mean like dogs. Dogs will have a litter of puppies. The weak get eaten. You ever seen a pit bull have a litter?
They will munch down the ones that aren't going to make it. They'll eat them.
But aren't they already dead? They don't like kill their young, right? No, they do.
I've seen them kill them.
I don't know.
You have the strong that get there and they start going, and you have the runts. And when it gets too small or when it gets too weak, the mama will just sit there and start numbing. You'll find heads and stuff like that laying around.
Survival of the fittest. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, maybe it doesn't work the same way with animals as it does with humans. I mean, we are totally different. I mean, a lot of people believe in evolution, like we were like raised from apes, but I mean, there are some guys that are hairier than others, but no, I don't buy that shit. I never bought it for a minute, dude.
Not me.
So, anyway, cool thing. Cool thing. We had what I really believe is our last frost, and so I'm gonna get to start planting come Monday.
Good for you.
And I can't wait. I love working in my garden. I love doing these kind of things, and I'm gonna be growing a lot of vegetables where I don't have to eat none of that other crap.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think Eric's telling us to report dogs to child services. Sorry. Well, I'm happy you ain't gonna have no frost. We've been done with that now. We've been doing a lot of gardening today, not for edible stuff, but for looks around the area.
Right.
Finally able to get some plants outside and leave them outside.
It snowed here yesterday, so that's where we're at.
How long?
It snows up until almost May here.
Till May? How? Oh, really? Wow.
Mid-April, you should be here. Yeah,
that's what I was going to ask.
But
well, I'm going to eat some of the other white stuff that comes out of cattle. Ice cream.
I wonder, are you just squeezing straight ice cream out of it? Like, which udder is going to be cookies and cream?
No. I prefer plain vanilla.
There you go.
And something like Breyers, which has only cream, milk, vanilla, real vanilla, and a little sugar.
Sugar, yeah.
None of this glucose gum crap to try to make it thicken up.
Yeah. Guys, listen, I'm gonna jump off because I have my mother-in-law here, so I probably should spend time with her. So, but I wanted to say hi to you.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know. I wish you all a happy Easter or whatever. So
yeah, absolutely, Catskill.
Nice time. Listen, 3%. I look forward to seeing your garden. So.
Oh, awesome! Well, I look forward to seeing your garden too. Yeah. I'm hoping everything grows well for y'all.
I don't know if you can see, but I have my shelf with all my.
Oh yeah.
It's all growing on there right now. So.
Wait, show it again. Show it again.
That's awesome.
Wait, hold on. Can you see?
Show it again.
I can see you.
Okay, you can see me. I can't see you guys now.
No, because I got you on full screen. So show us the garden. Or show us what you got growing.
You're muted.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah, she hit the mute button on accident.
Sorry, that's awesome.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
All right, ready?
I can't. Yep. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that.
Wow, look at that. Already gotten sprouts.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's life right there. That's life right there. And I mean, it's
Yeah.
I mean, it's. Yeah.
It's fun and the kids love it and I love it. We actually, if you can see, you see the shelf, we're going to put another shelf with another set of grow lights above it. So
right.
For more stuff. So
were those plastic egg cartons?
Yeah. So
yes, I've been thinking about those.
So if you can see, so you see this one, it's not covered, but look at the ones that are covered. They're I mean, I need to take the cover off. They're too high because it acts as a greenhouse, right?
Oh wow!
Right.
Condensation.
That's awesome. I'm like I said. I mean, that's where we that's where we do, like I said, growing the garden and everything. I mean, it just really makes you, when at the end of the day, when you're done working the garden and doing what you need to do and just looking at it, and it just makes you feel good. It really does.
Yeah. No, it's wonderful.
It's pleasing,
and
so.
it's good for the household too, because plants give out fresh air.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Catskill, thank you for coming on with us, and enjoy the best you can.
Well, I mean, I think it'll be a good night because they made moonshine tonight, and I think they've been.
Oh wow!
Oh well, now
don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Don't tell
anyone.
Well,
maybe mother-in-law ain't.
That might be a good thing.
Tonight when I'm on the after dark and tell us about.
Listen, I can't go on after dark because it's not good for my look. So, all right, guys.
Oh, come on!
All right. Thank you, Cat.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Those egg cartons
right now. Wow. Cool.
I started to tell her, I was like, well, prepping outside the box ain't got good look either. But I mean, he's here anyway. He's like us.
For some reason, I keep showing my ugly bug on the screen.
That's why I shut my camera off all the time, because I know people don't want to vomit.
I got you. Hey, when you start to get old enough and you start to get them old gray hairs going, you get to where you don't even care what people think.
I've got my gray hairs coming in.
I don't get any.
I would love to have gray hairs.
I got none.
I don't get gray hairs. I get a couple white ones here and there.
I do my beard, but I'm kind of like with Josh on that. I keep my hair short, and
I keep it really short. You got to push it back a little bit.
Well, I want to give you guys some word of advice. When you start getting them gray hairs, don't worry about plucking them out, because it just makes more, and it's not going to matter.
Wait,
you should
I start plucking hairs, it'll grow back in?
When I very first started getting a couple of gray hairs in my beard, I was like, oh man, I was trying to get them out of there, and cut them out and stuff. It's eventually going to overtake, and you just can't wear whiskers if you don't want it, if you don't want gray hairs. So you might as well just accept it. You're getting old. You two, y'all are getting old. Just accept it. Nope. Yeah, you are.
Nope. Nah. I'll never get old.
Both of y'all are. Y'all are.
Dangerous uses just.
I'm 48.
I'm only as old as I feel.
Just for men, huh? Dangerous.
48 years young, man.
I don't have any grays. No.
Hey, I had buddies that went gray in their 20s.
Hey, look at Steve Martin.
Well, I mean, I had one grandpa that went bald by the time he was 60, and the other one had a full set of hair until he died.
Yep, my
wife's brother started going bald before they graduated from high school.
Mm-hmm. I know someone like that.
Really thin. It's just,
Yeah, I know someone like that. He was like, by the time he was out of high school, he's already starting to bald. By the time he was like 20, he had like nothing. Yep, I know people that had, I'm lucky.
Rice Krispies.
If anything, it goes a little blonde and then it kind of goes white. So I'll look like Santa Claus eventually.
Man, yeah. There are certain mornings I wake up and it's like I get out of bed and I'm like, oh man, just putting my foot out of the bed and trying to stand up. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a shitty day. And there are other days I pop right up and I'm like, okay, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, up and about, running around the house. Well, not running, but
yeah, you are. Don't lie.
Yeah, I'm doing my staying alive.
Oh my Lord.
Oh man. All right, we are almost at the 2-hour mark here. We got about 10 minutes left. What do you think? Should we go ahead and go ahead and say our goodbyes for now, or
yeah,
going for a bit, or what do you want to do here?
Yeah,
just go ahead and go to your after dark deal.
I gotta prepare some stuff for dinner tomorrow.
Are we singing goodbyes or what?
Yeah, we want to hear you sing the, what is that? Was it the Friends theme? Which one was the one? Something about glad you came and.
Hey, this isn't working out, Patriot man. We're gonna have to come back with something a little more put together. You know.
Sometimes
Hey, Josh.
Look at him.
Is that a goat? That's a goat.
That is a baby goat.
It's a kid.
Baby goat.
Yep, that's my latest prep.
Nice.
Little kid.
What's his name? Chicklet?
His name's Mo.
Mo.
I didn't name him. The family did.
What are you doing, dude?
He's pretending he's the bottom half of Patriot.
Oh, now I got it.
It took me a minute to get that one. Sorry.
I was just having fun. The longer no one knew, the better. Oh,
I was looking over it.
Yeah, no problem, Foamy.
Yeah, sorry. We were looking at the goat. We weren't even paying attention to you.
Right. You know what, Foam? You've been around. You've been around long enough.
Hey, are you going to get into like making cheese and stuff, or are you just going to eat?
Yeah, I'm going to get him a female too, a couple females. Start milking them.
Nice. How much was it?
125.
Yeah, just don't milk him.
You can. It's just not going to taste right.
The cheese just doesn't solidify the same way.
So are you going to keep her out there with your chickens, or what are you going to do?
No, he's going to be in my house for right now.
I potty trained him.
He's a baby, man. He's smaller than a cat right now.
Yeah, I thought it was a chihuahua at first.
No, he's a pygmy. He's only going to get to be about maybe 25, 30 pounds.
Oh, wow.
They're little.
Well, was that him or was that you?
That was me.
Carmen, thanks for stopping by, hanging out with us. We sure appreciate it.
Later, Carmen.
A pygmy goat.
Shut
Night, Carmen.
Girl.
Run away.
Yeah, I need to go in there and get something to eat, man. I spent some energy today because I did some other stuff before we left and around the yard, and I did eat real good earlier, but old belly's starting to kick the backbone again. I'm gonna have to go in here and get me a little nutrition, and then I'll be back.
All right. Yep. Sounds like a plan. I'll probably take like a half an hour break myself, and then I'll probably fire up the after dark a little bit early, maybe an hour early tonight, because why the hell not?
Yeah.
And I'm not staying up until 4 a.m. because tomorrow is Easter, and we always do Easter with my family, even though my kids are grown enough that that nobody goes hunting for eggs. We just go over there and hang out with the family, have lunch with them and stuff. That kind of stuff.
Plastic eggs and put those little shot things in them.
It's gonna get the kids drunk.
Put weed in them.
Not for the kids.
Yeah,
but,
put weed
for the
in
adults.
Them.
What if you accidentally mix them up, though?
Well, I tell you, man, my oldest boy is 20. He's already tried it. My youngest boy is 16, and he says he hasn't tried it. But then again, I've caught my 16-year-old freaking lying to me before. So,
what I'm saying, you give the kids their Easter baskets, and then the adults have the egg hunt.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Okay, I got you.
Hey, so I kind of got a gardening dilemma I want to run by you guys. Maybe you guys can give me some advice on it.
Sure.
All right.
So I'm planning out my garden, and I'm getting everything tilled up, and I'm thinking, this is where I'm going to put this. This is where I'm going to put that. And I get a call from my buddy saying he's going to be leaving the house that he's in that's sitting on 20 acres. It's a rental. And if I'm interested, I can move into it, but it's going to be in July, right in the middle of gardening season.
Pot your garden.
Yeah.
And then bring it over there and plant it.
Yeah, put it in buckets.
5-gallon buckets. You can get some old 55-gallon barrels, cut them in half. I got a bunch of those in my video showing how to do that. 30-gallon barrel, whatever you can get that's decent size. Start planting in that first. You can take it over there and continue growing it over there.
All of my raised beds are movable. I'll be able to move them. I just gotta give me a forklift.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then just do that.
Yeah, but all my other stuff, all my tomatoes and everything, they go directly in the ground, and all my corn.
Not this year.
My wife always puts her tomatoes in the half 55-gallon barrels, because that way she'll plant the tomato in one year, and she'll plant something else in it, and she'll plant the tomatoes in a different one. She rotates them around. That way you don't get the problem with the tomato hornworms, which lay their eggs just below the soil.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. It's gonna be fun.
Yep.
I could just go crazy on the peas, beans, and everything because they die out in July here in the heat, and just go that route.
Yeah, you can find those.
Could you bring some of those plants inside when it gets too hot out?
I mean, the peas and beans, no. I mean, it wouldn't be very productive. You wouldn't have enough room. But I
don't know your setup or anything like that. I was just curious.
Yeah, I mean, I can grow my raised beds with shade cloth. I do that, and they stay pretty good. But like peas and green beans, they won't handle the heat.
Yeah.
But I can plant for fall, and kind of towards the end of August, I can replant out at the new place another batch of beans and stuff like that. I guess I could just go out there and till up a plot and plant it out there because it's my friend and it's my buddy, so I probably could just do that.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah, if he'll let you go out there and start it now, that'd be the perfect thing to do.
Yeah,
I hope I get it.
Starting to move out, you can maybe start progressing, moving your stuff.
Yeah.
So it's all,
Hey, Harvey's got a good point. How far away are you from your friend's house?
Yeah, that
5 miles.
Oh,
start your garden there.
Yep, no doubt, right? It's just, maybe go talk to the people that are moving out and be like, hey, I'm taking over this place and not, and you said it's on what?
That's a good idea. I mean, he's my friend, so I could talk to him.
Oh, all right, there you go. Well,
so that's probably that's a good idea, you guys. I'll probably just go over there and see if I can just break ground over there.
Yeah. Yep. And beforehand, but then you're gonna have to at least drive 5 miles every day so you can go maintain your garden. But at 5 miles, what's 5 miles?
If you're moving
there's a little something.
That's
I'm sure
a trip of crap to drop off every time.
Right. I mean, but there's a little something I'm sure I could kick him down that he could turn on a water spigot for me. Ammo's a commodity.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Gold.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, we're about ready to hop off here, anyways, Gold.
All right, guys. Well, I'll hop off too.
I got a question for everybody. Everybody's still in the chat and everything. Last night on my live stream, I got a love raid, and I'm not sure what channel initiated that love raid over on the mine last night. I'd like to find out who it is so I can thank them, because they pushed me up over the 1,500 mark.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So if anybody that was in the side chat was involved in that love raid to my channel last night, who started that? I want to thank them.
I don't know.
Love raid always sounds so like Viking. Like it wasn't wanted. It just kind of got pushed on you, and it's happening. You got raided.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was hanging at 1426, and I've been running my trying to do a 1,500 subscriber giveaway, and all of a sudden, bam, I'm 50 over now. And during that raid, it was like 160.
Yeah, dude, it can happen that quick too, man. I'll tell you what. Like I was saying earlier, Prepping 101 is the one that put me over the 2K mark. So,
all right, guess well, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. Anybody got anything to comment, say really quick before we get out of here? If you haven't followed everybody in the chat here, go check them out. Patriot 3%er, Bioxa 77, Prepping Outside the Box is putting out content every day. And Gil, you put out content every day too, right?
You can come to my channel. I don't have too much on it.
I'm getting more stuff out. I just put something out today, and then I got another video to update on my giveaway of adding more stuff to it. But yeah, I try to put stuff out. I'm very selfish about my preps. I try to make everybody prepared so they stay away from my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we all do.
Well, yeah, it's I'm gonna put out a video hopefully Monday. I've got to edit a bunch of stuff today, and Wednesday after Prepping Outside the Box. Are you still doing your War Game Wednesdays?
Yeah, I will, and hopefully, I should be end up doing it this Wednesday and Monday. I should be doing a thing with Rip Curl too, so I should be back to normal next week.
Gotcha.
Cool. Well, after Prepping Outside the Box on Native and Devout Prepping channel, we'll be doing some more on the Constitution.
Yep.
And we've been going over each amendment, and so he'll do his thing at 7:00, right, Central.
Yeah.
And then we go on usually after that. So everybody come check out Prepping Outside the Box, and then come over to Native and Devout Prepping channel and check out where we talk about the Constitution and everything. So
no matter what, make it to the Constitution. You guys go into it really deep. They're not just saying this is what the Constitution says. All right, guys, let's talk a bitch about it. They're like actually getting into like the weeds of it. So it's a really good thing.
Yep. We're trying. Yep. Then again, with what? Never mind. I'll save it for another time. Anyways, everybody, thank you all for coming. I really enjoyed it. Everybody coming on here and hanging out with us. And like I said, yeah, give me about half an hour, probably maybe an hour. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to pull up the After Dark because everybody else is just streaming willy-nilly. So might as well too.
Right.
All right, Josh, I just hit you up too. I just realized I wasn't subscribed to you, so I am now.